Welcome to Our Morning Take. My name is Frank Johnson.
My name is Abraham Lawrence.
And I'm Tim Goetz.
Our goal here is to describe for you the movie that is going on in our head when we read the Bible. Today is Monday, and I hate Mondays. November the 20th, I believe. Episode number?
221.
221. We're about to close the year out. I think we have about 5 more weeks or so, 6 more weeks. It is Thanksgiving week, so I hope everybody is, getting ready for the turkey. I saw people picking up turkeys over the weekend, so I guess they're getting ready. How long does it take to... Abe says he fixes like an 8 to 10 pound turkey. That's not a turkey, that's a chicken.
Yeah, that's a small one.
Do they make turkeys 10 pounds? What are they, 3 months old?
I could probably eat 5 pounds of that myself.
Well, in America where everything is, over-exaggerated, even if you don't need a 20-pound turkey, you buy one.
Amen.
So, that's what people do.
Because the leftovers are phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
I love that gravy.
Yeah, it's
Just
good
make
stuff.
some gravy and...
It's good stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, this is just Monday, so we're just we're getting ready for the festivities. I only have to work today and tomorrow.
Good for you.
I know, and I've got a nice little long break here, a little 6 and 5 day break, whatever the heck it is.
Yes.
Tim does too.
That's good.
So that's
it's
good.
a good thing Abraham Jr. is not in the studio because he has a different view of Thanksgiving.
Oh, what does he think about it? He doesn't like it?
Oh, he enjoys the holiday, but he doesn't like the premise behind it because of
This new generation.
the plight of the Indians.
The plight of the Indian. Poor Indians. Yep, thank you.
So, but that's a topic for another time.
Oh man, you hear that rim shot?
I heard it.
It was way in the background. Hey,
Yeah.
I've noticed that you got it on the other
I got it
computer.
on this one,
so you can actually control the volume.
They should have heard it.
Anyway, we are without the professor today. Nick is actually at our home opener at CCA. He's a basketball coach there, along with many other hats that he wears there. But yeah, he's coaching tonight, and he said he didn't think he'd get away tonight since it's opening night. But he thinks this will be the only one he misses. And we miss everybody when they're gone.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
I love having you here, Abe. It's just almost impossible to do what we do without you, brother.
Almost.
He's still fumbling with his notes over there. See, this is why we need him, because he's got everything over there. I believe we're in Genesis, the 46th chapter.
46th chapter.
That's why newscasters do this. They warm up their voices. They go, because I felt like my tongue just tripped over my teeth right there when I was saying that. But yeah, Genesis chapter 46, where Jacob moves to Egypt. All I could think of was the hillbillies, but they're not hillbillies. They're shepherds.
And they're moving in style, too.
They are, but yeah, no little Model A Ford or whatever the heck that thing was Jethro was driving.
That's right.
Granny's not rocking.
Yeah, they sent the best down to go and bring the family back.
Amen. So anyway, we're going to start reading there, Genesis chapter 46. I guess we'll just get right into the festive. Abe is ready. He's just ready, chomping at the bit. Anyway, just to catch up a little bit with the story, the brothers have come back and they've told their dad what happened down there. Joseph has revealed himself. Joseph is alive. Man alive. I still can't imagine what that was like in Israel's house that day.
Man, let me tell you, poor Jacob.
Concert broke out.
Poor Jacob. I mean, you've been mourning this kid for however many years it's been, and then they come home and tell you that he's alive, and it almost kills you.
So does he rejoice, or does he beat the living crap out of him for not telling him the truth for the last... He's like, how could you lie to me for this long?
Yeah, this is what I was thinking about this week. Like, after all of the dust settles, and he's grateful that his son's alive, but
is he digging out the coat of many colors
he's
back
just
there?
like, I can't
Wash
believe
that thing up.
I can't believe these guys did that.
I know. And honestly, the movie
They probably lied their way out of it and said, well, we thought he was dead.
Turns out he's in Egypt. It's amazing. It's a miracle. Must be God. Yes, it was. It was God. So actually, that is sort of what Judah says. They don't admit to actually selling him into slavery. They don't. I see nowhere in the story where they said that. They just said, guess what? We went down there to Egypt, and there's Joseph. He's alive.
What do you know?
It's a miracle.
You're never going to believe this, Dad.
Yeah, that was probably the first thing Judah says. Like, you ain't going to believe what happened.
So can you imagine when Jacob gets to heaven? That's when he wants to beat his kids half to death. And lucky you guys are all saved. All right, we're in Genesis 46. So Israel set out with all that he had, and he came to Beersheba, which is a very renowned place, right?
Yes, it is.
Abraham We talked about Beersheba with Abraham. We're going to talk about it a lot with Moses and the children of Israel, and even with David. It's in the David story, Beersheba. Oh no, that's Bathsheba. Okay, that's a little different.
That's a whole different,
that's
that's a whole
different.
different story. There.
Almost the yeah. And they offered sacrifices to the God of his father Isaac.
Stop right.
Yeah, we have to, because I was asking you off the air about animal sacrifices. Now, I know God probably instituted animal sacrifices with Adam and Eve. I mean, he slew an animal and killed them, and of course Abel, his sacrifice was accepted because he had a blood sacrifice with the lamb. But there's nothing so far up through Genesis chapter 45 that tells us, or tells the people, the chosen people, that they're supposed to sacrifice animals to God.
Right.
So do they just know this, or how do you suppose that?
Well,
is that
let's just go back a little bit. Jacob has given the news to go to Egypt, so he's not just going to jump up and go down there. I want to make sure that this is the right thing for me to do. So once we get packed and we get settled and get ready to go, I'm going to do like my dad and my grandfather did.
You're going to go make sacrifice.
You're going to make sacrifices, and then
Because they had sinned.
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Maybe they do telling the whole story. I don't know. But at least they did sacrifice.
And then look what happens as you read on to the next
All right,
verse.
so verse 2, God spoke to Israel in visions of the night and said, Jacob, Jacob. And he said, here I am. He said, I am God, the God of your father. Do not be afraid to go down to Egypt, for I will make you a great nation there. I will go down with you to Egypt, and I will also surely bring you up again. And Joseph will close your eyes.
Stop
Man,
right
that's,
there. That's
in other words, he'll
good.
be there with you when you die.
That's right. And he literally is right there.
Yes, he
But
is.
I just think it's an answer that Jacob is looking for, because Jacob's obviously he's skeptical. Like, we're going to go down there.
Well, it didn't work out so good for his grandfather.
This is what I'm saying. We're going to go down there to these people. You know, I know their history. Yes, you guys are telling me that my son is in charge, but just to be on the safe side,
Yeah.
I need to hear it from upstairs.
Yeah, I got an uncle that's half Egyptian, and he's not very good. So, yeah, I've had trouble with him before. And now now my brother's married to one of his daughters, and they're still fairly estranged.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really see, I mean, they're not hugging each other or
Yeah.
anything.
And here's another interesting thing that as I, reread this, that God spoke to him in the visions of the night.
All right. All right, just cue us somewhere towards the I heard a little echo there. Did
Really?
you hear that? Yeah, I don't know if I did something or something. Anyway. So what now? I missed that whole thing. I was
okay.
doing
Well,
something
I'll
else. What was that?
Like I said, when I was rereading this, it says that God spoke to Israel in the visions of the night.
Yeah.
And spoke to him, just like with Abraham. But there are several different times in the Bible where God comes to people in visions of the night.
Absolutely, yeah. Rather than just speaking in a loud
Yes.
voice.
Yes.
Anyway, verse 5, Jacob arose from Beersheba, and the sons of Israel carried their father Jacob and their little ones and their wives in the wagons which Pharaoh had sent to carry him. And they took their livestock and their property, which they had acquired in the land of Canaan, and they came to Egypt. Jacob and all his descendants with him, his sons and his grandsons with him, his daughters and his granddaughters, and all his descendants he brought with him to Egypt. I think it numbers 70. I think we get that a little bit later. 70 people in the thing, right?
Yes.
Why are they taking all their stuff? I thought Pharaoh said they didn't have to bring anything. Just bring yourself down here.
They're Jewish.
We're not leaving anything behind. The Canaanites might get
That's
it.
right. Hey, we paid for this. We deserve it.
Now, these were the names of the sons of Israel, Jacob and his sons, who went to Egypt. So they're going to name them all, which I don't mind renaming the kids because the kids are important. There's Reuben, which is his firstborn, but does not receive the firstborn share. He does not receive the birthright. And then there were the sons of Reuben, Hanok and Palu and Hezron and Carmi. There were the sons of Simeon, Jemuel and Jamin and Ohad and Jachin and Zohar and Shaul, the son of a Canaanite woman. So one of the things that we learn when we do these genealogies, besides that Frank can't pronounce half these Jewish words, especially their names, is just they did intermarry, did they not?
Yeah, they made that specific too.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
was the son of a Canaanite woman. So, I mean, we can't just like gloss through it. But Abe, I know that you've read this and you've studied this. What else do you want to point out in this section so that we can just get on through this and go on down about
No, we can.
Whatever.
It's just a breakdown of the lineage
the
of Jacob. Yeah.
grandkids? Though.
Yes.
Are there any notable grandkids in there?
Not in here. There's no one notable.
All right, I didn't really think so either. So we get down to about verse 20. Now to Joseph in the land of Egypt were born Manasseh and Ephraim. So that's kind of important.
Yes.
And the reason that is important is because we know that there's only 12 tribes of Israel, and there's only 12 gates in the new city, and each one's going to have a name of a tribe. Guess what? Joseph is not one of them. Come back tomorrow and we'll tell you a little bit more about it.
Oh, you never hit the clock?